We got a real crazy story. This is crazy. This went far and wide. James Freeman gonna cover this one. Yeah, I've heard about this a couple days ago, but now we finally get the chance. Check this out. So we got one called Black Band Director Tased Arrested for Not Stopping Band's Performance. Alabama Band Director Tased Arrested after game. Check it out.
A band director gets tased, gets arrested because the band kept playing music. Obviously, we're talking about Alabama. Let's go to it. Here it is.
A band director was tased and arrested following a high school football game in Alabama. According to a statement by the Birmingham Police Department, PD Jackson Olin High School band director Johnny Mims disregarded police requests to stop his band's performance after the other team won. Officers started clearing out the stadium after the game and noticed both schools' bands still performing. According to police, the home team band stopped when asked, but Mims instructed his band to continue performing. Officers attempted to take the band director into custody for disorderly conduct when a physical altercation ensued between Mims, school personnel, and police. The arresting officer then subdued the band director with a taser, which ended the physical confrontation, according to police. Mims was treated at the scene and transported to a hospital. After his release, officers transported him to jail where he was booked and later bonded out. Mims' attorney told CNN the incident was an alarming abuse of power and a clear violation of our client's civil rights. CNN has reached out to the Jefferson County School District directly for comment.
Put up the picture, full mass.
Here it is.
I want you to consider the insanity of what you just heard and witnessed. This individual is a noted member of his community, a band director who gives back to children as a profession. He doesn't get paid a lot of money to do so. He does it because he loves his job. He loves to mentor, and he's been doing this for a while. He's well respected, well regarded.
And the guy loves music
They
too.
are at a stadium where music is played, zoned specifically so that you can have loud exhibition right there. It's meant for it.
Yeah, you know what? And let me tell you something too as well. When I was in the band in high school. Yeah, oh yeah. I played the clarinet, bass clarinet, drums, and keyboards. But a lot of times if we're outside at the rallies, it was easy to take the clarinet, and then sometimes I would play like the drums, like like the big drums like that. Yeah, I did something like that. I was originally in the pep band, but sometimes we act like a marching band. We go to football games from Mount Tahoma. Back in the old days, we had the Lincoln Bowl, and we performed during halftime. And there's sometimes we perform a couple songs after the game, even when we win or lost. It was, giving back, playing music as well. I mean, not once ever cops, somebody come on and say, oh, you need to stop, you're going to have to leave.
Zoned for it. Police come. Both bands are playing. They tell them to stop. First of all, why?
Why?
Are you enforcing a legal statute?
Are you enforcing the law?
Are you being extreme in your authority?
I mean, it's like you go to a stadium, you trying to flex your power and tell them they have to stop, they have to disperse and leave. Really? What law have they broken? Are you going to sit there and say they're trespassing? Gee, that's funny, because they're in a public place, a stadium. They ain't do nothing wrong. They're just playing music. Give them back.
The band director tells his team, continue playing.
Yep.
And because of that, they decide to arrest the band director. Now come to me. In a very technical sense, I want you to follow the law here. In a very technical sense, this means that the children who continued to play were also breaking the law. Why were they not arrested?
That's a good question. It's like, okay, if you're going to arrest the band director, you might as well arrest all the students that are playing their instrument. You might as well enforce the law and say they're all criminally trespassing. Book him in, arrest him all, charge him all with criminal trespassing. Why do you got to go after the band director? But not the students. It don't make sense.
Because none of these charges are going to stick.
Exactly.
What they're going to get him on is
Because
obstruction
they're
of justice,
bogus charges.
resisting arrest, when there's no reason, no underlying reason for an arrest in the first place.
Exactly. And there was no reason to
How
tase
ridiculous
him.
is this? All right. We're going to bring you more about the story. The story is still developing. Rayvon, I got to ask you to put on your legal cap here. What the hell did we just witness?
What we witnessed was massive police overstepping their authority and feeling aggrieved when they aren't immediately listened to. And because that is what their argument essentially is, right? They weren't enforcing a law. They weren't enforcing any sort of, there was no basis for them making this, giving him this direction to stop playing. Essentially, they were just saying people were lingering in the stadium.
I mean, that's ridiculous. And sometimes you have the cops, you have the attitude, say, or like, like comply, or it's going to be a hard way, or like, oh, do the easy way, the hard way, or comply, or you're going to hurt, you die. Obey, or you're going to, or you're dead, like that. It's like James Freeman put up something like that, and the headliner, it says, he had a title, said, "Stop the music or ride the lightning." I mean, you got cops that are egregious, overstepping the boundary, trying to force the law. Cops are saying, "I am the law. You must comply with whatever I say. You will do what I ask you to do. If I tell you to leave, you will leave. You must leave. You get out." I mean, that's crazy.
And we think it's because the band is playing, so we're just asking you to stop. There was no legal basis to ask him to stop. And when he didn't, they felt disrespected, and that is apparently in their eyes the worst thing you can do to a cop is disrespect them, and that's why the charges were.
Well, that's like someone going to say, go to a cop and say, "Fuck you, you fat pig," or flip them off. And I see numerous videos where cops feel disrespected because their fragile egos, they couldn't take it, so they have to effect an arrest and make up trumped up bullshit charges because they couldn't handle it. So they said, "No, I am an officer. You don't hurt my feelings. I get the last laugh."
We're seeing our, are the non-compliance charges that they will just try to stick someone with when they were in the wrong initially. And I've seen some of the arguments in favor of the cops, which I think are a little bit absurd.
I've seen those too in the comment section.
Well, why didn't he just tell them to stop playing? Because he didn't.
Oh, I saw a comment earlier. Someone says, "Well, if the cops tell you to go, you got to go. If it's time for you, if someone tells you, say you have to leave, you leave." I mean, that's just crazy. I mean, I knew it was going to happen. That these absurd back to blue, that only blue lives matter. Like these parasites. I think they're part of the fraud Dweeb network. Oh, just back to blue. Comply. Just help comply. Just obey. Do whatever they say.
Have to. Because there was no reason for him to tell them to stop playing. And if you read the reporting on it, you'll see that they finished out the song they were playing and then they did stop. They didn't arrest the director until the band was done playing.
That's right.
So he had, in essence, complied anyway with what they asked him to do. He finished out the song, they wrapped up, and then they tased him. They tased him in front of those children, scarring them, traumatizing them, and him. And
well, the fact was true. They tased him because their egos were fractured. That's another reason why they're saying, "Well, we're saying, oh, you fractured, so we're gonna get back at you. We're gonna taste the crap out of you."
Sticking these bogus charges on him, and I hope that they're all dropped. I hope that the media attention on this, is enough for there to be.
This story's going far wide too.
Investigating it, but it should be a quick investigation. We know the facts. We have the video.
This is going far wide, like Janami Kandula case.
Yeah, and I hope they're sued and he gets a bunch of money for his trouble. All right, we will bring you the update as it comes.
Yeah. I'm going to bring you an update too when it gets dropped. With that said, I'm out here. Much up. Peace out.